Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I gotta keep it PC for the first 20 minutes. Little reminder for the people. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, hosted by your boy BSOLZ, and we got the favorite co-host in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Jalen Brown. Say what's up to the people.
Yes, sir! What's good? What's the vibes, y'all? Center of Buckets. It's about time. Most requested guest, you know what I'm saying? Coming with that energy, nigga. Yes, sir. Don Mario Judah.
Yo, he really went straight to it, bro. All right, bro. Dewey Dom. How you been, bro?
Man, I've been good, man. What's up, people? How y'all been? Word was an asshole.
Domo Judah.
I hate you so much.
It's all good,
I hate
dude.
you so much.
Hey, did y'all see that footage of Rod Wave breaking the stage?
I did not. What?
I heard that was actually the people behind him that broke the stage.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
actually him.
It was that whole squad, bro.
matter.
Still, that's hilarious.
So, stop coming at Rod Wave, man. He didn't do nothing.
What
to
you
him, man.
mean? That's my
If it
guy.
bro, if it was gonna, he would have been over.
I let her from Houston. I love that song, man. Come on, man. That's my shit, man. Come on, man.
All right, Justin, say what's up to the people.
What's up to the people, boys? I don't have any, I should think about what to say on these because I never know what to say. What's up,
You
everybody?
can go right now, dude.
Shia LaBeouf in the booth, nigga? What?
Yeah.
Let's
Shia LaBeouf in the
go.
I forgot
Dom.
about that. Shout out whoever commented.
Shia LaBeouf in the booth.
That shit was so funny.
In the booth?
Crazy. All right. This week we have another guest on the pod. You know what I'm saying? We got the one and only Bucketscenter. Say
Most
what's up to the
requested
people, bro.
guest.
Yeah, one of our most requested guests, man. We got another guest on the pod this week, Bucketscenter.
sir.
Say what's up to the people, bro.
How y'all doing, man? It's been a long time in the works, but I'm finally here, man.
Yes, sir. A lot of delays in the back, you know, but we made it through.
Y'all.
Yes,
We
sir.
made it through.
You gotta plug your accounts, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Let them know where they can find you.
You can follow me at IG on at Bucketscenter. You can also follow me on Twitter at Bucketscenter1. And I actually just started doing TikTok. So
Hey, I peeped it. I peeped it, bro.
We hopping on trends?
I'm
Okay.
very, very hesitant to join TikTok, but here I am.
Bro, there's that one dude that reacts to a bunch of NBA takes on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen him,
I think I know who
but
you're
that
talking
dude
about.
is going crazy. Like he has 120K followers on TikTok now, and all he does is like react to and his takes are really good though. So
Yeah.
he's not just talking bullshit, but he reacts to takes on Twitter, like the challenges, like the challenge posts, and he's doing really well on there. So there's definitely some untapped potential on that platform. You know what I'm saying? I tried getting into it, but I'm
I think
too
it's
inconsistent.
for my brand. I think I can do pretty well on that. For sure.
Yeah, because it's similar to Instagram in the sense that like it expects you to post pretty consistent, but it doesn't expect like the highest quality content every single post.
Right.
Like you don't have to post a film for every single post. But yeah, TikTok, bro. Shouts to TikTok. This week we got the usual interviewee section of the pod. But also, if you've been following me on Twitter, if you've been following me on YouTube, today is actually my last day with NBA Playmakers.
BSOLZ, the free agent Souls?
so Boogie
Cousin Souls?
It's more of a sign and trade situation. You know what I'm
Sign and
saying?
trade.
We already there was some tampering in the back. You know. So some people were calling me in the parking lot after Game 7.
Had
Got some Draymond activity.
Draymond was on speed dial.
Yeah, Draymond was hitting me up every couple months. You know what I'm saying? Checking in on my situation.
Taking you out to dinner and shit. Pause.
But yeah, if y'all don't know, NBA Playmakers is they're a multi-channel network, MCN for short. I'm pretty sure most people who like know about YouTube know about MCNs. They usually bring creators on early on, and then their whole pitch is we're gonna have a network of creators. We're gonna help you grow with whatever tools we have, and NBA Playmakers was one of them. And their whole thing that separated them from the rest was that they were technically working directly with the NBA. Like when they sent you their whole pitch, they're like, "Yo, you can work directly with the NBA," right? So let me preface this whole, because I'm gonna just warn the people, bro. I'm gonna address this situation once and once only, because I don't really think I should talk about this more than this pod. But let me preface my statement by saying, let me get my Stephen A. bag, you know.
We're keeping it a buck.
Hey, we're keeping it a buck. Hey,
what's the title?
We're keeping it a buck, bro. I don't know what the title is yet. It might just be Playmakers. You know what I'm saying? It might just be Playmakers.
You could do better than that. Come on now.
I'll probably come up with something better.
Let's get a little bit more creative, you know what I'm saying?
We'll think about that later. Right now, keep it a buck. Let the people know how you feel. Give me a duffy.
Yeah, no. But Playmakers. Damn, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
You said
Boo.
Playmakers works with the NBA.
Yeah. So they work directly with the NBA. And let me preface my statements. There you go. I got the train back. Let's go. Let me preface it by saying that NBA Playmakers has done. They haven't done nothing for my channel, right? Like the opportunity where I went to the Celtics game, they put me on the NBA channel. I got to interview. Interview. I got when I got cyberbullied in the comments section.
Grandma.
Yeah, that game when I went to the locker room, that was a big part of that was NBA Playmakers, right? Their platform where you can try to collab with people. Honestly, it doesn't work too well, but I got lucky and I found SDC in that platform, and y'all know how that went, right? HTP started, and then I probably wouldn't have done the podcast with Dom if it wasn't for, you know, that whole Playmakers feature that they had. So and also my connect with Playmakers is a very cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He just does his job, but he can only control so much. But the problems with this, because I get asked this question a lot too, because obviously there's upcoming YouTubers in the platform, and they hit me up and be like, "Yo, BSOLZ, have you heard about Playmakers?" Or they check my description and they're like, "Yo, how's Playmakers been? I'm looking to get into them," and I honestly just don't want to speak on it too much, because I don't. Every situation is different with them, and that is one of the problems that most people have with them. I would say the biggest problem with this company is just the inconsistency with a lot of things. Number one, they tell you that when you sign on with them, that you can use footage that they provide you, right? They're like, yes. Most of the people that come on, they do video essays, right? They use NBA content, and they start off by claiming your content, right? So you're making your videos, you're doing da-da-da, and then you go into YouTube Creator Studio, and you're like, oh shit, my shit got claimed. And then you panic because you're just starting out. You don't know what the fuck claims are, right? And then you get hit up by Playmakers, and this is the same company that claims your videos, and then they hit you up and say, yo, we can give you footage to use in your videos. And then you get to work with the NBA. I mean, if a company like that hits you up, what do you say? Won't you get hyped? You'll be excited, right?
Fuck yeah.
Especially me. When they hit me up, I was 16. Yeah. I was 16. So I was like, yo, I'm 16 years old. I got this slightly popping YouTube channel, and I can work with the NBA. Like, I can tell people I work with the NBA. That's fucking lit. So they sign you on. But once they sign you on, this is where the inconsistencies start. Because they signed me as a person who does voiceovers. And they knew that I relied, and me, Dom2K, a lot of these people on their network rely on NBA footage, right? Mm-hmm. So once they sign you on, what they don't tell you is that the footage they give you, there's a lot of restrictions on it. Mm-hmm. and it's not as extensive as they make it out to be. So what ends up happening is that there's not really a big difference between the content you can use for your videos when you're with them and when you're not.
What's the restrictions?
The restrictions is that they give you a library of content to use, right?
So it's like limited?
Yeah. And it's mostly just current highlights. Like the highlights you see on SportsCenter, like the 2-minute highlights, that's it.
Yeah.
So when I'm making a video on Allen Iverson, how the fuck am I going to get that footage? You know what I'm saying? You can't.
You can't.
You can't at all. So that's the problem. And also, the problem is, again, with the claims. Because throughout the years, they've been inconsistent with how they've given out claims. 1 year, they're going to push a wave once a month, 1 month out of the year, and just claim 30 of your videos in one day. And that is the scariest sight to see as a YouTube content creator. You know what I'm saying? You work hours on these videos, and just in one day, you see 30 videos demonetized. You think your channel's about to die, right? It's either that, or they do this thing where they claim your videos out the gate. Out the gate. Once you put them unlisted. Actually, most of the time, I would see my shit unlisted and it'd be fine. And as soon as I hit it public, that's when it would get claimed. So you work a lot of hours on these videos, right? You work a lot of hours on these videos, and as soon as they go out, boom, you don't make money off of it. And that's very demoralizing. But here's the thing. There's not a consistency as well when it comes to how they distribute those claims, whether or not you're in the network. If anything, it hurts you if you're in the network because they know you exist.
So they still kept claiming you even after you signed?
Right now, I don't like I've adapted my content to not use as much content.
Face cam, y'all saying.
Yeah, the face cam been the
our
face
beautiful faces.
The face cam has been going crazy. But yeah, like there have been, and again, I'm not saying names at all, but there are creators who do very similar content to what I did in the past with the video essays, who were not on the network and barely had any problems, did not have to split their money, were barely getting any claims. And then there was us who were in the network, who they signed so that we can use their footage to make our lives easier, getting claimed more often. That's very frustrating as a creator on your network.
BSOLZ, you should quit.
That
Nigga!
I can't.
I'm playing.
Nigga. Shia LaBeouf in the booth.
Shia LaBeouf in the booth.
Did you not hear what this
bro.
man just said? Aren't you a free? You say you're a free agent, right? So you're not on Playmakers?
No.
No, as of 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm not an NBA playmaker anymore.
So no, he don't got to worry about it. There ain't no NBA here.
It's
nigga.
10:20.
I don't. But here's another level of inconsistency. Is that when we ask them what fair use is to them, right? Because at some level there has to be, like, you at least tell us what fair use is, because fair use is a thing, right? If you're critically speaking on something, if you are transforming content to make it your own despite it being copyrighted, that counts as fair use. And there's channels like Cinema Sins out there. I don't know if y'all know about Cinema Sins.
I know
Cinema Sins.
Millions of subscribers making 20-minute videos featuring full-length films, all the footage in the world you can ask for. And they seem fine.
Yeah, the whole video is just literally the film.
They just speed it
Not
up.
the whole thing, but cut parts of it.
Yeah. And then you go to our side, there's people that spend 7-8 hours on their videos trying to make it as clean as possible, and we just get clean. And there's just no consistency. There's just no. So it would be, it'd be fine. It'd be fine, right? If they told us, "Yo, this is our footage. We didn't provide you, but here are the guidelines for fair use." But they never did that. And SDC, here's the thing: SDC came on here and talked about his situation with Playmakers, right? So you don't use their footage, they claim you because it's not your footage. But when you actually take the time to use the footage they give you,
They claim you.
and they don't claim you. But as SDC said on this podcast, once you start using their content and you speak critically of the NBA, they're gonna try to take your shit down.
You're
So
done.
it's basically when you have anything negative to say as far as the content that you're using,
Yeah.
that you're more likely to get claimed. Is that what you're trying to say?
What
No,
I'm saying.
so what he's
Or
saying
you're
is
just
how
going to get claimed either way just for using.
if
the
you
content.
speak bad about the NBA while you're an NBA playmaker, you'll get claimed.
They're censoring you.
You can't, you can't speak critically of them like that. I remember exactly where I was when SDC first complained about that with his channel. Like he can't be critical about NBA players, or they'll take down his channel and shit like that. Like, yeah, it's not about the content or anything that you use. If you're critical, like he used an example saying something about Patrick Beverley, you're like, if I say Patrick Beverley's a dirty player, because I think that's what he said.
Right.
The NBA can deem that as talking bad or whatever, and then they claim you.
You're talking bad about NBA players.
You can't say that.
It's either you look out and use third party footage that you find on YouTube, and they claim your shit because it's not footage they give you, or you actually abide by their rules, but you have to abide by their rules, and you can't say you can't be critical of the NBA. And I remember myself, I asked them for custom footage because I told them, like, bro, the library y'all give us is just not enough. It's just not enough. And I was doing a video that talked about the history of the game, and it wasn't even crazy. Like, I was talking about the butterfly effects of how everything led to the super team of the Warriors, how that started with the big three Celtics and then the Miami Heat, and then how that trickled down to the Warriors. And they were like, we don't really want to, we're kind of lenient on helping you out because super teams is kind of a controversial topic right now. I'm like, really? I can't talk about super teams?
It's a controversial topic? How is that
I
controversial?
can't, y'all can't help me out on making videos about super teams. And it's not even like a critical, I was literally just going to make a video on the history of how it led up to that point.
You weren't criticizing it, you weren't talking bad about it, but because the negative effect of what people say about super teams, just that alone will make them say, man, that's a lot of backlash or something like that, So yeah, shit like that would be annoying. I get it. That's why I'm glad you free. My boy BSOLZ is independent. Well, not independent, but
not independent.
You're not independent, but you have.
Watch your back, man. You better not have no Marcus the Stallion situation.
Marcus the Stallion.
You are independent. You got your masters now. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch your back. But
I think
I had a question.
I hope so.
As far as like your archive is it like organized by year? Like how do you like pick out what footage you want to choose? Like how is it categorized? Is it just like you just look up a player and then
essentially when the season's on
for playmakers?
Like whenever a game happens the night before, they just put up like a minute highlight tape the day after. And that's pretty much
just that game?
Can you use old ones?
Not even like all the angles from that game. It's like when you go on NBA TV and they're like, here's the games from last night. Da da da. Like the minute clip that they show, that's pretty much all we got to work with. I'm like, what the? It's not really. Go ahead.
So yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna. The stuff that like Chris Move uses in his like NBA videos.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but basically like that. Basically like Chris Moves.
So imagine like Lowe's videos, right? How the fuck are you gonna make those with that type of that type of footage?
Yeah.
No.
Or like NBA Storyteller. You know what I'm saying? You can't you can't really do that. And especially the pandemic, right? When they couldn't offer me when league passes value wasn't, it didn't really mean much to me. When they couldn't provide me the couple of games they provide me with me every year that I can go to. To me, the perks that they give as a MCN, which is what they are, right? They're supposed to help the creators. I'm gonna be honest, there really wasn't much. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It
wasn't much help.
It wasn't much help. I'm not gonna lie. Unless I reached out and there was like a technical problem with my Google account or something, they did great on that. But in terms of helping you grow, like they'll throw out like, oh, here's a 20% discount, da da da, here and there. But in terms of actually helping you grow, I don't think it was.
Wait, you got
It was
a
that
discount?
much, no. Yeah, like they'll give me discounts on like certain
20%?
software and stuff like that.
They hand out
Hey,
discounts. I don't know.
20% is better than
They can't be
nothing.
too bad.
But
See, look at this. Man.
grand scheme of things,
Look at this,
just to end the segment. Again, I don't want to make this whole pod about this, but I want to address it
Playmaker
'cause
stinks.
Playmakers, you're trash.
I'm just saying, man.
I can say that.
Thank you.
Can you say
first
your
of all,
time
I'll say it soon. But first of all, thank you to Playmakers for the opportunities
Shout
that
out.
you guys did give me.
Yeah, we're
But-
joshing.
We're Josh and
Y'all. There was much more to be asked from. There was much more to be asked for. And
Playmakers, you got a spot open.
I'm moving on without
Boy.
y'all, man. I'm moving on without y'all.
I mean, hey, man, listen. Like you said, you were 16 when you decided to go with them. Everybody grows, bro, and you
Yeah.
realize you grew as a person. You know, you became an adult, and you seen it from an adult point of view instead of being that 16-year-old kid with a dream of working with the NBA. That sounds like the best shot you have at working with the NBA. Your dream came true, but
Yeah.
you didn't know about the back end situations. You didn't know about the actual business side of things and how that will fuck over stuff in the future. So you can't. I wouldn't say you
It's
can't
a
be
life
too mad
lesson.
at it. Like obviously you can be upset
Just learn
because
from it. Just
it was a lot
learn
of
from
Yeah,
BS.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not too petty about it. Like I'm just learning
Yeah.
from it, man. It's
If I
all.
was
It's
your
all.
age, I would have took that shit too. So you got to make mistakes to learn from them. So
That's what I'm saying.
that's
bro.
still a great opportunity at that age. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's why I wanted to start out by saying thank you, because at the end of the day I did learn from the experience.
Shout out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Playmakers.
But
Not
shout out
too
to
many people
Playmakers,
get that
but
look. So that's
Yeah.
really good.
yeah. That's pretty much it, bro. We got a guest on the pod, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad,
Center
man.
of buckets.
Censor
Huh?
of buckets, head ass.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even ask y'all, man. How have y'all been this week, bro? How's everyone? Bucketscenter, how have you been this week, my
chilling.
guy?
Chilling.
Good week, man. Just vibing, man. Good Halloween little weekend, you know.
What'd you do for Halloween, bro?
Oh shit.
I really didn't do much. I just sat home, ate candy, you know, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you dress up? Did you dress up in a costume?
California are crazy, so you can't.
Look,
really
if you
do-
dressing up for Halloween and you are over 21, you're a simp. I'm sorry. Why-
Call
why-
me a sim because you know what I dressed up for on Halloween? Dressed up as
What?
a goddamn champion.
I was gonna say
Goddamn
something. I didn't-
Champ.
Goddamn
It's
champion.
too early.
Yes,
I was
sir.
gonna say something mean, but I ain't gonna say it. It's too early.
I didn't.
I'm-
I didn't wear anything.
Hey.
this-
Word is,
Are
listen,
we
word is.
acknowledging Bucketscenter's background, bro? No, I thought you would have complimented it by now,
Big
man.
17.
I was waiting, man. I mean, listen, I've already congratulated us on being champs. And Bucket Center, no, man. Me and Buckets we go back like Cadillac seats, man. You already know.
Stop.
You already know. We go way back, man. So
I made him
Yeah.
like 2016.
Uh,
You talking about like y'all known each other since elementary school, bro.
hey,
I'm
man,
saying.
we knew each other before COVID, bro.
We went to kindergarten.
Life was different.
Pre-COVID days. head ass.
Pre-COVID.
COVID. I knew this man before we had to wear a mask everywhere.
That's
like last
crazy.
year.
I know, right?
That's crazy. It wasn't even like the whole this year. We had like 3 months, like a fourth of the year before this shit started, and it feels like a year ago.
Yeah, it was like March, wasn't it?
Yeah, March,
Yeah, it was
middle
like
March.
March. It's been a long ass fucking year, bro. I can't cuss, can I? I'm sorry. Demonetized.
Yeah, it's
But
okay.
it's been a-
we're
Wait,
like
what's-
30 minutes in. Yeah, it's
And
been a long
then
ass year.
that fucking time change kind of messed me up a little bit too, because it was like 2 a.m. and then like the time went back to 1 a.m. I was like, shit.
Bro, this has been a long ass day. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
It really has.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
Bucket
woke up
Center.
at like 2 p.m., so
this- all right, man.
wasn't too long for me.
Justin,
All right, Bucket Center.
this dude. Holy shit. Okay. All right. So I just want the people to know, like, where did, like, just tell us what your IG is about and like how it started. You know what I'm saying? Like when'd you start and stuff like that.
Yeah, I started my Instagram account in 2016. And it's really just like a basketball analysis Instagram account. I get on there, I talk about pretty much hot topics around the league, give some hot takes here or there, some bold opinions, predictions, things like that. And I also do like streaming on Instagram Live. They didn't have that like at first when I first started, but that's really been something I've brought into my whole like package or whatever. And it's really been cool, giving me a good opportunity to like interact with my followers and things like that. So it's been cool.
Right. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. The one question I really wanted to ask you, bro. So what was it? 2018? I forgot the year.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
when you you made a post around KD or something about KD.
You coming at my guy, bro. What's
And
good,
then
bro?
and then KD responded. So just like I forgot like the whole story. I'm pretty. It has to be something that sticks with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Durant just replied to me. Yeah. So how'd that start?
Basically after the finals, I want to say 2018, I made a post and I said 3 elite two-way players, but they don't elevate their teammates like LeBron and Steph due to their leadership and playmaking deficiencies. And the 3 players were Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis. And he gets in the comment section and he said, "Sweep your door. You don't know hoops. Stop tagging me in this trash." That's what he said in the comments.
He's upset.
Yo, when NBA players respond to people, it's just hilarious how they like word certain shit. It's hilarious. You don't know who guy.
It was corny, and I posted something about it on my Instagram story, and I tagged him, and then he responded to that, and then we had a whole little back and forth in the DMs, and basically just argued my take pretty much, and then it's.
Were you laughing your ass off when he was responding?
Oh, it was hilarious. At first I was shocked, but then I was like, no, this dude is really upset over a basketball opinion. And he like just, it was crazy. And that turned into like, now that's actually like, I just talked to KD in the DMs on a quite regular basis ever since then. Just like,
You homies now?
shit about. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't do all that.
Are you Maul now? You Maul now, bro?
Head ass industry plant.
I think he respected that I didn't back down or like suck up to him or whatever in the conversation. Like I stood my ground. It was my opinion, and there wasn't really anything he could do about it. So
That is tough.
Because I feel like most people, if that shit happens to them, they just straight off fanboy and be like, "Oh shit, I didn't mean to say that, KD. I'm your biggest fan." Like you held your own. You know what I'm saying? You. So I don't want you to tell the whole details, but did you think that you held up in the debate? Do you think you won the debate?
Oh, I think at least the initial debate for sure. And the thing was, I ended up posting like the screenshots of our conversation, like our original conversation. And that's what like, really blew up and went viral on Bleacher Report, everything. I was featured like Undisputed and like a couple other shows like about that like screenshot. And he got super pissed. He got pissed.
As he should. I don't know.
Screenshot, but at the end of the day, like you talking reckless in the DMs, continuing a conversation we had under a post. I wasn't just gonna let you say something in my comment section and not like let the world know the whole conversation. So,
No,
but yeah, I definitely held up my own. In my opinion.
How old were you at the time?
I want to say I was like 17. Or something.
Oh my god!
I had just graduated.
That makes it even funnier.
I had just graduated high school. Yeah.
He's arguing with a 17-year-old kid. He's a grown-ass NBA player.
Relax.
But honestly, I respect him though for like being open minded about it. Like at least having that conversation with you, even though like he's the guy who's like a top 5 player in the league, and like you said, you just graduated high school, and he had that whole ass conversation with you, and that'd be a cool experience. But Dom, you got anything to say, dude? You got any comments on KD?
Dom just don't like KD.
Yeah, he don't like KD. Right?
It's not that I don't like KD. Listen, man.
He might be
You don't like KD. You don't like KD.
I don't want to go on my whole spiel on Kevin Durant yet again. But since Bucketscenter is here and they're like besties now, he might actually see this. So Kevin, hey Kevin,
put the link out.
This, just know, don't come in my DMs because I'm gonna air your shit out. Like look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Bucketscenter was friendly with you. I don't want to be friends afterwards because I really don't like you. I don't. I don't respect you as a man and as a basketball player. I don't.
You going as far as a man?
As a man, I can't respect him as a man because at the end of the day, you work in a profession that is about greatness, and you talk about players who had a competitive edge to them and a certain killer instinct that everyone gives you credit for having. Yet you let an inefficient, non-shooting, athletic point guard take your team right away from you. Right when both of you got hurt and played without the other. You got an MVP. You show what you could do. He showed what he can do. And him knowing that he could average a triple-double, he took the team from you, your team. And you said, you know what? Fine, Russ, take my team. I'm going to go play with Steph. Go play with Steph.
What's wrong with that?
And then get mad that we won't say you're better than LeBron James. So in return, you bitch at Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson about their shot selection.
BSOLZ, was that confirmed that he was actually bitching about Stephen Curry? I feel like he's just talking. Was that confirmed that he was actually complaining about Steph and Klay's shot selection? And what year was that?
I do remember.
Was that 2017?
I do remember those conversations.
2018.
Yes,
2018.
I do remember.
2018. Complaining about shit.
It might be the last year. I think.
Yeah, that was 2018.
The last year. 2018, 2019.
Yeah, 2018 was the last year, right? Yeah. So you were complaining about the shots Steph and Klay would take. How do you find it with, like, who do you think you are? Like, you came to this team.
The second greatest scorer. And there's nothing
that couldn't get a ring. Second greatest scorers couldn't win. He blow 3-1 lead.
He did actually. He did twice.
Yeah, he won after he joined the best point guard in the NBA. I'm just saying.
Anyways.
All right, so
the same
Bucketscenter, what was
that everyone brings up?
What was the OG question again that you responded to?
For me?
Yeah. What was the OG post? He was like what was the topic?
There's three elite two-way players, but they don't elevate their team like Steph and LeBron due to their leadership and deficiencies.
Look at that.
Do you still stand by those?
I still believe that to this day. The funniest part about the post is they're all three on different teams, and they all got championships now. You just won with the Lakers.
Times change, man. I can tell you.
I still think the role that Steph and LeBron played on their championship teams, they were just another level of impact in comparison to Kawhi. Obviously, we saw what happened with Kawhi this year with the Clippers and his lack of leadership and his lack of playmaking. I feel like he really showed in that series. And then with AD, I mean, we know what LeBron meant to that team and his playmaking and how he was the Finals MVP. So I still hold up with the take to this day. I think it was pretty accurate.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that's for a take that's lasted, was it 2-3 years? That held up pretty well. That held up pretty well.
You were 2 for 3, buddy. You were 2 for 3.
2 for 3.
I'm with you with the first two. Kawhi only got a ring after the Warriors legit crapped out, was injured. Okay, yeah. He blows a 3-1 lead in the playoffs. KD is KD. It is crazy. KD's KD, so obviously he stays on the list. But Anthony Davis was the best Laker for us this year, bro.
You think so?
He was, bro. Listen, him on defense alone. LeBron's the GOAT. You know me. I am the black Nick Wright. LeBron can do no wrong in my eyes, man.
6 years old, man.
Listen, LeBron's my guy. But in terms of who was the 1A, LeBron was 1B, and he was fine with that because he's a playmaker at heart. So why wouldn't a playmaker be fine being 1B? Obviously, that's fine. LeBron knew that. They've had that conversation. LeBron knows that. He knew who the best player really was for this team. It was Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis' defense alone crushes anything. His defense was infectious to the whole team.
Yeah.
Nick, people wanted to play defense because Anthony Davis wanted to play defense. He made LeBron play defense because of how hard he went, and still would give you 30, 40 if you let him, and don't take a night off on defense. So that to me is way more impactful, especially when you're talking about the playoffs. He didn't back down from the challenge, no matter no matter what big he faced outside. Like he went up against Jokic, went up against Bam, went up against that's about it. And Nurkic, like, come on, bro. Like, we really people really be out here putting Nurkic in these conversations, like, bro, it's Nurkic. But I feel like
just the fact that he's on a team with LeBron, like that automatic, like you can't be a better leader than LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because of the experience he had. But I do agree with Dom in the sense that I don't think he's given the benefit of the doubt enough in terms of his leadership. Because this was really the first year where he had like championship caliber help, and it's just because he's playing with LeBron that he can't prove that he's the leader of the team. But I also think that if he was surrounded by the right pieces, he could be like a number one option on a championship team if he really wanted to, and he might prove it next year. But
I mean, but
so Dom, you think?
Go ahead.
You think AD is the best player in the league?
Do I think AD is the best player in the league? I mean, honestly, yes. Going into the next season,
damn.
After seeing
Dom be coming in with the fire today, bro.
Listen, after Giannis collapsed like that, literally collapses yet again. I'm sorry, and I love Giannis so much. I've loved Giannis from day one, but at the end of the day, you are who you are. And right now, Giannis is still growing. Anthony Davis has been that guy since day one. He's just never had the appropriate help. Now he has the appropriate help. If you look at the Lakers, they play like Anthony Davis is one of the main impacts of the team. That team knows how important AD is to the team. If you can't tell who the leader is, look at how a team plays with a guy. Look how a team views a player. They'll let you know. Like, if no one knows, the 12 to 15 guys on the Lakers know who the best player on the Lakers is. And that's Anthony Davis right now. That's no disrespect to LeBron James. LeBron's older. And outside of trade Alonzo, which I will never appreciate and let down.
I regret that.
I told everybody we will regret it because we would need a defensive point guard who can play make
fucking shit.
Made Kuzma look something. We're not getting into that right now. Not right now. We're not going to do that. But all I'm saying is Anthony Davis is the perfect player to have with LeBron. I call it the reverse Magic and Kareem. Kareem was able to retire gradually playing with Magic. If Kareem didn't have Magic, he would still be throwing up 85 skyhooks a night at the age of 38. Like it might have ended pretty badly. But he had Magic. Yeah. Magic was a guy who came up as one of the best players of his era and just let that man Kareem age gradually and retire gradually. With LeBron James now, his decline might not look steep and as a drop-off. It would just plateau, gradually decline because he'll just revert to being a playmaker, which is his best attribute. When his athleticism leaves, he'll still be a great playmaker because he has great IQ. He'll give you 18. He might be able to give you 20 to 21 at the age of 38, 39.
He'll never give you anything below 20 until he retires.
Yeah, I think
so either.
That's LeBron, nigga.
So yeah, but I'm just saying, like playing.
Where did you have AD? Where did you have AD ranked before this year?
Before this year, I would have Anthony Davis. He's top 5. I would probably have him 4.
You had him 4.
I had him.
I mean,
4.
if you had him 4, then
before this
you putting
season?
him at 1. Yeah, because I thought like most people I talked to, they'd have AD at like 8 or 9 before this year.
I think just because he was on the Pelicans.
Yeah,
and they fucking suck.
But my thing is, I don't think he did enough this year to leap from 9 to 1.
It's because they haven't seen him in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I don't have him 1 and I still have LeBron.
That's a lot of the reason people don't.
But if Dom had AD at 4 already,
I had him 4.
Yeah, if Dom had AD at 4 already, I mean,
listen, let's not act like AD like 5 years ago. People were saying
5. That's still fucking.
I'm just saying, let's not act like AD 5 years ago wasn't the guy people were saying was the next guy in the NBA. And I was one of those guys saying he was going to be the next best player in the NBA after LeBron left. No, now, in hindsight, yeah, you didn't expect Giannis to be Giannis. You didn't expect these players to form, and no one's seen Luka being Luka. But still, obviously I did, but we're not talking about me. We're talking about the general public. We ain't talking about the woke people who got the third eye open. But I'm just saying, Anthony Davis, Dewey Dom in the building, man. You already know. Listen, I've always believed in Anthony Davis. So yeah, he's been like 4 or 5. I will always rotate him depending on who's hot or whatever, but he's always 4 or 5. But him coming on the Lakers, staying healthy, being dominant on the offensive and defensive end, and legit carrying a load that LeBron James hasn't had anyone carry in his career ever. Like, no one has carried as much of a load as AD between Kyrie, Wade, and Delonte West. Like, no one. It's crazy.
Right.
And yes, I said Delonte West because after Kyrie and Dwayne Wade, who was LeBron playing with on the first 7-year Cavs?
By the way, too.
Big Z?
Exactly.
Kevin Love.
Big Z. Yeah, you're right. Big Z. Yeah.
Mo Will? I'm just saying, you brought up Delonte West. That was the first thing you brought up, bro.
That's the first man I brought up, Delonte West. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, Mo Will didn't exist. Crazy.
I mean, hey, Mo Will was nice. But Mo
Will was nice. We're saying this in 2020.
We're not gonna get into that, man. We know he was okay.
Mo Will is nice, said us. All right. Yeah, let's. I still got more questions for Bucketscenter. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get back on the KD
to view more than the first 20 minutes.
That us.
It's an exclusive for the real fans.
Exclusive. All right, but Bucketscenter is honestly like the first guest we've had on that, like, his main platform is IG, right?
Yeah. Don't you have a reaction channel on YouTube too?
I did start doing some YouTube thing, but the editing and stuff is far too advanced. I don't think I can do it.
Look at Wardo. He's like, yeah, I feel you. It is too much.
I only got 3 videos on my channel. I haven't uploaded since the first round of the Lakers series. So,
Wardo's World, man. Plug your shit.
Wardo's World.
Go check it out. Yeah,
subscribe.
All right. But the question now for Bucketscenter is, what do you think are, at least when it comes to making basketball content, right? What do you think the biggest difference is between doing it on YouTube and doing it on Instagram that you think, like, most people don't really see?
I think it's just the attention span. Like, you really don't need to hold people in for like a 10-minute time period. Like, it's just a quick little thing. You see a post. It has to be like visually appealing to a certain extent, but then you just interact with it. You see what's going on with it, and then you just move on. You scroll through your feed, which is kind of different from YouTube because they have like a longer period of time where you can like actually like entice the listener, the audience. So I think that's the major difference, and that's why I like to do streaming too, like on IG Live, because I have like a longer attention span that people can actually like connect face to face. Because a lot of these people on Instagram, a lot of these basketball accounts, they don't really get to show personality like whatsoever in their content. I feel like that's one of the big things that like separates me from like a lot of like the basketball community on Instagram. Like, they know what my face looks like. We can interact. They can join my streams and things like that.
Yeah, most people have like a separate page just for their personal shit. Cause I know the owner of Hoops Nation, he has his own like verified Twitter, Instagram account. Shout out Buster. I'm trying to get him on.
Shout out Buster.
Big Buster.
Yeah. But like you do your NBA content and you interact with your fans on the same page. So shout out to you for that. But do you know anyone else that like does it like that, or are you like the only one you know?
No, I mean Buster really is the one that started doing like live streams on Instagram with his Hoops Nation account. And I know now he's doing it for, I think, NBA Memes. He does like interviews with people on that account. But he's really the only other one I know in the community that really like shows their face like that.
Right. And do you think to a degree it's harder to make content on IG simply for the fact that you're more expected to post like 3-4 times a week instead of like 1 video, 2 videos a week on YouTube?
I definitely think so. And I also think that's probably why the content is like not quite as strong as YouTube in certain aspects, because you're trying to get the number game. You're trying to get the algorithm to be on your side. So you got to post multiple times a day, as opposed to like YouTubers, like you probably don't post as often, but your content, your editing, everything has to be on point for every single video. So I think that's probably one of the biggest differences for sure.
Yeah, because most of the NBA pages I know, they do like the last digit of your like is whatever.
Oh yeah, just trash posts.
Oh, I hate that.
Do you have any opinions on those posts? Like, do you not like those posts?
There's just
this is where it gets exciting.
There's a lot of things in the Instagram community. I call them shit posts, where people are just trying to post anything they can to grab some sort of engagement. So you'll see things like that. You'll see like the last number. You'll see like you got this player and he has to dunk on someone else, like from the right hand column. Posts like that. It's like it's bullshit content.
So who
you gotta get.
Look at Dom.
Who would you say is like probably the most, like they have the most shit posts? Who would you say?
The most shit post.
Look at y'all trying to be me, bro.
Top
This
5
nigga's
shit
trying to
posters.
suck the energy out of me right now, trying to take my shit.
I have no problem like throwing shots, but like I don't really, no names come to my mind at all.
Oh, okay.
It's so is making those posts like something that's looked down upon in the community, or is it just like, yo, it's a part of the game? Like you got.
That's a KD move.
Relax.
It depends on the type of account. Like I think there's some accounts in the community that they're like just for interactive content, so it can kind of get away with that. They're just like they're trying to get as many people to interact with them. Boom, boom. It's not like they're giving like in-depth analysis or anything. They're just kind of. It's like you just talk basketball with your friends, basically. They just pose questions and stuff. But then there's like actual like analysis accounts, so like actually like they have some sort of credibility. They give their own opinions. And I feel like it's more frowned upon if like someone in that kind of aspect does something like that.
So has there been anyone in that kind of aspect that's been doing shit posts lately that you're like, man, like really, dude? You of all people?
You of all people.
He's not gonna answer that.
You fucking had it. I don't think there is though. I'm be honest. Like it's either you do make those
IG?
on IG. It's either you do make those posts or you don't. I feel like, and I think Bucketscenter is one of the NBA accounts I follow that actually puts out like original content that's based off his takes. Because most NBA accounts, they just post like cool pictures.
Right.
And
Nothing wrong with cool pictures.
No, nothing wrong with cool pictures. You know what I'm saying? But some people just make news posts and stuff like that. More of a reposting type of page. But Bucketscenter is one of the few that like he actually makes his own content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it pops off. So shout out to Bucketscenter for that. But in terms of go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right. You can go, Wordu. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go ahead.
So Bucketscenter, do you have any like favorite, Instagram content creators that you like?
Every
enjoy.
week.
Dom, shut up. Mario freaking Judah. Let me ask a question without being interrupted.
Let me do what I need to do.
Do you have any favorite IG content creators?
I don't know if I'd say like I have specific favorite like Instagram creators, but like there's definitely a lot of like creators I would consider like peers in like that kind of field that like I talk to in like group chats and stuff. I know y'all had Click Productions on a couple weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy, so I rock with him for sure. We started Instagram around the same time, and he's been doing like mixed content, things like that. So that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, just be people that I kind of do the same type of stuff as.
Can I just say that you've been asking this question since the low episode, which was at least 2
You've been counting?
months ago?
You've been keeping track?
Because you ask every single.
That's kind of wild
week.
though. You've been keeping track of like every
No,
every.
He never
video.
asked top IG. He always asked top YouTube.
Yeah, I always. Yeah,
Switch it
just
up.
The
yeah,
same.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a
Show a
question.
nigga love.
Lil Booth, go back in the booth. Okay,
Buckets. I got a question. I get to
Go
ask
ahead.
interview questions too. I followed
Go
you
ahead,
as of
bro.
about 5 seconds ago. So I've never seen your streams. What do you stream?
Okay.
That's my question.
So I do like a combination of like Q&A type stuff. I'll go live with like either other creators or just followers, and we'll just like shoot the shit about like certain sports topics, you know, like they'll ask me some questions or maybe they'll disagree with one of my takes. That's one of the biggest things. Like if I make a controversial take or something, I'll go on live and I'll have like discussions with people about that. Or like after a game, let's say like a finals game or something, I'll go on live. I'll talk my shit, you know, about the
Just
game.
argue with people.
Yeah, or just get my
This shits be funny. I've been on a couple. Them shits is
That
funny.
sounds pretty fun.
it's
So like a year from now, like where do you see yourself like as far as like your platform is? Do you see yourself just staying just on IG, or like do you plan on like eventually going to YouTube? Like
So I plan on like starting the TikTok thing, like try to get that going a little bit because I think that's pretty easy transition for me. I did have
Similar.
a podcast before that I did on occasion, but I wasn't really consistent with that. So maybe being a little bit more consistent with that. But I'm currently going to school. Like I'm a comms major, so I'm going to school to get my degree, and then I'll do something more with my brand through that. Hopefully, like getting a job somewhere, doing some sort of sports cast.
That's a good resume piece too. Yeah, I got an Instagram account with 6 million followers,
6.
something like that.
Yeah.
something slight,
No, by that time it'll be 6 million. I promise you. It only goes up.
Pinky promise. On
Nigga
G.
said pinky promise.
On G. On G.
I don't know if I can pinky promise that, but I believe in you.
That's crazy. He
gotta
said, but I believe in you. That's crazy. Do you think in terms of IG, like compared to YouTube, like in terms of profitability, maybe like do you think one platform is more profitable than the other?
Oh, YouTube for sure. I don't think
You think
it's
so?
close. I don't think there's a lot of like money making opportunity on Instagram. It's really just advertising and that's like you say like a post or a story, like promotion or whatever.
Right.
That's pretty much it. They were talking about doing something with like Instagram lives though. Like if you save your live streams and you keep them up, it's like called IGTV or something.
Oh yeah.
I see.
I don't think anything ever came. Like I was on that like as soon as it came out.
Yeah, I feel like.
Is it like number of viewers?
It's like a failed.
No, they
project.
were talking about monetizing it at some point, but I don't think they ever
Like
came,
YouTube,
came
like how
around
many
to it.
views you get?
That was a
Yes,
lot. They were
something like that. Yeah.
We're gonna
But
try to
it-
do something like that. So if they were, that'd be huge. But currently, I don't think it's close. It's not nearly as much money to be made on Instagram.
Right. Because I think,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe it might be harder to get ads, like comparing a 70K subscriber YouTuber to a 70K follower Instagram account. But I was thinking maybe it might be easier to get to like 300K followers on Instagram because you can post so much, and then you'll get more ads because you have the higher platform and it kind of balances out. So do you think in that sense it might be the same, or do you still think
I think in that
YouTube's the way to
sense, I think in that sense for sure. I just think that once, like, let's say a YouTuber and like an Instagrammer like have like promotion opportunities, like they both have like already people hitting them up for ads, you're gonna be able to make more money off of like a YouTube video than say like a sponsored Instagram post. Just from my experience,
Right.
That's what I
right? Because I think most of the IG brand posts, they're more so, at least the best ones that I know, were like they're more catered towards people, like personalities, instead of just like
Yep.
the sports accounts that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like Bleacher Report
Yeah, so the only type of promotions I really do, I did like some FanDuel stuff. And then I
See, geek.
Wow, you heard that, Dom? FanDuel. Wow.
But everybody rules on FanDuel, man. You already know.
I still haven't been verified yet. They've been checking my identity for like 2 weeks now. That's ridiculous.
And then
Anyway, yeah, continue.
the Speak Geek stuff, and then just people hitting me up for certain other like smaller promotions. That's pretty much it.
Like your story and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
I think a lot of
Okay.
the basketball accounts I follow. I don't follow a lot of like sports accounts I follow on Instagram. They're like they work for like a company, like Barstool or Ringer or something like that. I feel like that's where most of them get most of their money.
Yeah.
But like on YouTube, most of them are like independent.
Yeah. Most
That's what I was
of the workers for Barstool, like they have wages of their own just to get content, I believe. Like, you can literally you can literally go on LinkedIn right now and apply for like these companies like Overtime, Bleacher Report, Barstool, just to be a person like an intern that finds content for them to post.
Yeah.
And that's
Barstool
how
is
they
huge.
and that's how they come up with like 2 to 3 posts a day, which is crazy.
And they have
that's-
so
that's how
many
you
different
get-
accounts too. How many Instagram accounts do you think they have?
Bro,
Like,
I'm pretty
between
sure
all-
each college in America has a Barstool account. Like, there's a Barstool
No, I mean
University of Rhode Island.
like Barstool owned accounts.
Yeah.
I mean like they have like 50 different podcasts. They have hundreds of employees. You know what I mean?
Right.
They probably have at least one for every sport too. They have Barstool betting pages too. They probably owned by them. They probably have at least 100 Instagram accounts
Yeah.
between like either owned by them or like an employee of them, like Dave Portnoy, and they have like Jared Carabas, people like that. You know, people follow like the host and stuff like that, and those people
Yeah.
have tons of followers too.
Yeah, no. IG, the funnel you can make with IG is crazy. But in terms
BSOLZ,
of
can I
the
go back to your point about like making money off of Instagram compared to like YouTube? Cause
go ahead, Wordu.
thank
Let's
you. I appreciate
get in your Harken bag. Go ahead. Let's harken back
Is this
to it.
manners?
Let's harken back to that point, bro.
So basically, you were saying like a person that has 70,000 followers on Instagram would probably not make as much as a person that has 70,000 on YouTube because of like the ad situation. But I think isn't that more so like the conversation we were having like with on the lab pod. I can't even talk. On the last podcast, we were talking about quantity over quality.
Yes.
Would that be the case there, or would it just be solely it's just different platforms, so it's harder to just make? Because Instagram is basically Facebook,
Right.
right?
I feel like with
Kinda.
Instagram, comparing two, let's just because
Apples to
also like
oranges.
I was
there's
thinking about
like
that the whole time, I'm sorry.
even on YouTube, 2 people can have 70,000 subscribers, but they might be performing completely different. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like at some point Rusty was at 85K, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. He was performing like my numbers at 130K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just compare 70,000 on YouTube relatively the same on IG. And I feel like comparing those 2 accounts, as an advertiser, you're gonna get more engagement on your ad on one YouTube video than just
Yeah,
one
that's for
Instagram
sure.
post.
IG post.
Because when you
know
click
what
on a
I'm saying?
YouTube video, you click on it, you want to watch that. When you're scrolling through your feed, you know how many times I see something and I'm just like, nah, I'm not. Like, I don't even read it. I just scroll right by it.
Yeah.
On YouTube, if I clicked on a video, I'm watching the video.
Right, you can
Because
put
when you-
ads
Good.
to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can
Because
put-
when
yeah,
you
you can put
when
your
you do a
ads,
sponsored post on IG, that's the whole post. You know what I'm saying? But on YouTube, it's like, let's start the video. Oh, let's do the ad first, and then let's keep on going with the video. So you're in a way. It's not everyone, because most people obviously just double tap until the ad's done. But there's still that section of the viewers that are like, all right, let me see what what this ad is about compared to IG, where they can just scroll through it like that in literally 2 seconds, and it's just a part of how the app works. You know what I'm saying?
I just find it crazy that like Instagram is basically Facebook, and you can't really make as much money on Instagram compared to even like maybe a Twitch. Twitch, you can put ads. Snapchat, you can put ads while you're swiping through a story. YouTube, you're watching ads. You know, even if you skip through them, like you're watching 5 seconds of it. But Instagram is just you're scrolling, and that's pretty much it. You know,
Yeah, you just don't look at it.
Yeah. No, I was talking to you, Wordy, with about IG and TikTok, right? Like what we're trying to do with IG and TikTok with the podcast, and I think this is what most people do with IG.
Subscribe to our TikTok page.
Let's keep it above podcast, TikTok, and Discord. Link down below.
Yes, sir. I'll put the right one this time.
Yes.
But most people use IG and TikTok as a funnel to other platforms. Mm-hmm. Right. So most people maintain their IG so they can be like, yo, got a new podcast up, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Most people use IG to be like
to promote.
Like some people have a blog, and the blog itself has high CPMs. And then they're like, yo, I just made a new post on my blog, go check it out. And then you got this whole influx of people going to that blog. So most people don't really make most of their money on IG, but because relatively speaking it's easier to grow on IG than other platforms, they use it as a funnel instead of actually using IG as the main source of income. Unless you're an IG model.
Yeah,
IG models can
they be getting that bank. I'm not gonna lie.
They be getting that bag, bro. They be getting that advertiser bag. You know what I'm saying? So those are the two differences between the platforms to me. But
and when you mentioned like how like sometimes like your engagement could transfer like between social media platforms, so it can go like if you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube and you just want to open a Twitch, most of those YouTube subscribers will just come to Twitch.
I see a lot of
enough subscribers,
I see a lot of people on Twitter recently with Linktree, I think is what it's called, Linktree in their bio, and you just click on it. It has their socials for literally like anything you want. You can have like Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, TikTok.
I might do that for the IG.
And you just click on it, and it's like all their stuff.
It has all the links.
I think it's free, but maybe not.
Yeah, it's free.
I don't know. I think it's like free, but you can pay for like a premium one.
For more links.
More links.
For more links.
We're free links, 10 premium.
We're gonna need that premium Linktree account, bro.
Linktree. I got
Plug
about 20
everything.
links ready to go.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, yeah. If y'all got more questions for Bucketscenter, go ahead. Those are the main questions I had.
Bucketscenter, who you think is gonna win the finals next year, man?
Bro, he just be going for the gun with these questions. He asking the most generic questions, bro.
We gotta see what the off season looks like, but hey, it's looking good for a back to back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let them know. Big 18 incoming.
Wait, you think the Heat going? Oh, you mean like the Lakers?
Oh, I'm just saying for the Lakers. For the
Yes,
West,
that's sort of back to back means, bro.
This man said back to back. Oh, the Heat going back to the
I'm
finals.
just trying to clarify, Mario. I'm trying to clarify. You know what I'm saying?
Back to back Heat championship.
I probably said Brooklyn, probably the favorites right now, but
Jesus Christ.
you gotta see.
Why is it so hard for people to like believe that the Nets could potentially make the finals?
Why are y'all so delusional?
Okay. Wait. Hold on.
I understand all the questions that you have. I saw BSOLZ's video about the biggest mystery is the Nets, the injury issues,
Thanks.
the depth. I get that, the defense. I understand that, bro. I completely understand that. Do you think the Bucks will be better next year than they were this year?
No.
Do you think the Celtics will be better?
No.
Depending on what they do, do you think the Celtics will be
Yes.
better next
Yes.
season?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
a little
Do you
bit.
think the Raptors will be better
No.
next season?
No.
No.
Do you think the Sixers will be better next season?
Yes.
They'll be
Maybe.
better,
It's
but
hard to do
Yes.
worse. It's hard to
How
do
much
worse.
better? How much better do you think?
Better.
not enough.
Not better enough.
A better,
Not better
a
enough.
better
Right?
Sixers team. A better Sixers team is beating the Nets.
More records.
Stop.
All right, but before we move on, Bucketscenter, why do you think the Nets are your or why are they your favorite to come out the East?
A smart man for saying this.
I mean, they've got two elite top 15 players. I mean, and I look at the rest of the East, and Miami, they could get better, but like I don't think they're good enough.
Anyone
like,
can get better.
This year already, people weren't expecting the Heat to go to the finals, and
Right.
I think that's the biggest point.
Which is why I'm not going to say
If the Heat could make it, why
that
can't the
is
fucking
yeah.
Nets make it?
it's wide open. It's wide open,
And they have a better roster on paper, so how hard is it to build? And I understand the injuries. Kyrie hasn't played more than 70 games in the last 3-4 years. I understand that. KD's coming off an Achilles injury. I understand it. Depending on what they might do, the trades they might make.
They're still going to be top 15 after the injuries, both of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe, yeah. But
Dom looks unimpressed, bro.
They got holes in their roster.
I'm just letting y'all get.
I hate KD.
I'm just waiting.
He's still a good player.
I'm just waiting for my turn.
You know
That's
who
what
else
I'm
has? You know who else has holes in their roster? The fucking Lakers, bro. Like,
Oh,
That
the
doesn't mean
champions,
anything.
huh? Wow.
with holes in their roster. That's my point.
Big champs.
If they can win the championship with fucking Carl Kuzma starting, then the Brooklyn Nets can make the finals.
Man, my Lakers just need a Buddy Hield.
Carl
or a
Kuzma.
fucking- We just
All right. Are we done? Are we done acting like the Nets are serious? Can we be real now?
Dom, who do you
Can we
think?
be real
What
now?
episode is this?
I honestly
24?
think they're serious, but
Okay. So let me
Why
break
not?
this down. People.
Why not?
So okay, let me finish. The Celtics will get better. My belief is they will make some all-season moves. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do because I'm not an
don't know what the
insider.
Nets are
I don't
gonna
work
do
for
either.
these. Okay, but again,
And they have a better roster now.
let me
on
finish.
paper.
Let me finish. I feel like Jason Tatum. I feel like Jason Tatum's already a budding superstar, and next year he's going to make that leap. So
That's what
a
they've been
better
saying for the last
Jason
3
Tatum.
years. Yeah.
That last year,
All I'm saying, a better Jason Tatum, a better Jalen Brown, and I feel like
Better
Kimba's
Kemba
going to.
Walker.
I feel
Y'all
like
gotta get rid
Kimba's
of
going to
Kemba
accept his
somehow.
role. Kimba's going to accept his role as the third player on the team. He's going to accept his role as number 3. The problem with this team, you get Kemba Walker to replace Kyrie, and the expectation is honestly for Kemba to be your 1. Kemba's not a 1. So if Jason Tatum can emerge as a 1, which I think he'll do, it'll make Kemba's game better and it'll make him more relaxed because he doesn't have to be a 1 now. Now, if Jalen Brown takes a big step up from what he already is, which is a great player, and he's your solid number 2, and Kemba's your number 3 in the East, you're a finals contender to me. You're my
what
favorite.
would Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown have to do to be better next year? Please tell me.
I mean, they're young guys. Just grow.
No, I didn't
Just
ask you
grow
that.
and learn. Okay,
What
just
exactly
grow
do
and
they
learn the
have
game.
to do?
I'm not finished with my point, sir. You
to
had
be
your
better
opportunity. You squandered
next
it.
year?
So let me finish.
I love this.
Because I think
the
Jalen
Heat-
Brown's overrated.
I feel like the Heat, yes. On paper, obviously they don't look like a contender. They don't look like they should have been in the finals, but they're a team. They're a real team. And throughout the history of NBA, there has always been select teams that perform great because of just they play for each other and they play with a will to win. The Grizzlies were always a tough matchup for teams in the early 2010s and the late fucking 2000s because they were a great and grind team. They just played hard together, and it was hard for a lot of teams to get through that, and they made it tough for a lot of contenders. So you take that mindset in the East, I feel like you're going to be able to beat a team like the Nets, who I don't believe KD and Kyrie are a serious duo. I don't. Individually, they're great players. But look at the history of these two guys. Kyrie is a bipolar man
that's the
who thinks the
problem.
earth is flat. You're telling me
The earth
you
is-
trust him to not get upset with a grown man?
This is what I have to deal
who
with,
has
Bucketscenter.
burner
Every
accounts?
podcast.
Bro,
I have to
this
deal with
is
the
like
same
a damn
points.
reality TV show, bro. You have a 7-foot man with burner accounts who argues with teenagers when they say he's not as good as LeBron and Steph Curry. And you have a bipolar point guard who has superstar syndrome, who wants to be the man, but never, ever rises to the occasion. And you put them two on the same team and you're telling me, oh, yeah, man, because they're in the East, it's going to work. No, it's not.
People call
It's
Jimmy
gonna-
Butler
it's gonna
tank
fall
cancer
apart.
for the last 3 years.
Okay, but Jimmy
are we
Butler,
saying?
and you know what Jimmy Butler did? He found a team that matched his energy, and look where it got him, to the finals.
But isn't that the whole thing as to why people think Kyrie and KD are a good duo?
I don't
Is
think
because
that-
they
I
got
don't
the same
think
energy.
they're
The outcast
I don't think
together.
they have the same energy. I think
You don't
they
think
have
so?
this. I don't think they have the same
I don't think
energy.
it
I think they
matters.
have the same objective. I think they have the same objective is to upset one LeBron James. I think that's the objective for those two. Like I'm just call space.
I think their objective to me is to prove
Is
the
to beat
media
LeBron
wrong.
James.
I think it's more so the media shit.
So they're gonna
think
ball.
if
Because
they-
that's really the one common denominator between
Okay,
those two.
so if proving the media wrong for those two guys, what is that? What does Kevin Durant have to prove to the media that he's better than who?
I
That
think
he can lead a team to a championship
Yes.
and he can finally be in the conversation of being better than who? LeBron James. For Kyrie Irving, when it comes to the medium, I said medium. When it comes to the media, the only thing he has to try to win without LeBron, and therefore he will have to probably beat LeBron, whoever comes out the West. But at the end of the day, their end goal, the target that they have that's the same, happens to be LeBron James. That's the only thing they have in common. I don't think those two mesh on the court. How do they complement each other other than making it so you don't have to double team, which, yes, on paper, obviously, dickheads, I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking about the people who are going to be like, well, dumb.
That's why
No,
Steve
you
Nash
can't
is
double
gonna
team
be
KD.
the biggest proponent
Stop.
in them
Oh
making
my
the
God,
finals.
just stop it.
Actually,
That's
Type
what,
of
and
playing
people
style
that be
he's
like,
gonna
oh,
implement.
people that be like, oh my God, you can't double KD
It's
and
not
you
gonna
can't
be
double
like Billy
Kyrie.
Donovan coaching them. The fuck.
Okay, no one said Billy Donovan was coaching them, but I'm just
Steve Nash
saying.
is coaching.
So what
Who's
system you gonna have built around
again,
KD
like
and
I've
Kyrie?
said for the last 3 podcasts, he will most likely coach a high tempo, high paced, team based offense. That's what I would take away from him being the coach. That's why I have him.
You're gonna have a high
favored to win
tempo,
a
high
lot of
team based
games in the
offense
East
with two
because of
players who have shown signs of being
yes,
selfish
in
players.
the past on different teams. This is a different team.
How
now,
the fuck
Dom.
does that work?
This is
You
2021
see how
now.
that won't work? That's supposed to work. This isn't 2K. You can't just make niggas play a certain way.
This is 2K.
It doesn't work like that. You're telling me Steve Nash, who was a great point guard, he's going to create a system
That's
which is
exactly what
based
Kyrie
on
Irving needs.
teamwork and high tempo offense, and you have two niggas whose main objective is I'm going to shoot the ball. Not I'm making my teammates better.
I
Not
do
I'm
think
gonna make extra
Kyrie.
pass.
I do think Kyrie and KD's they want to get credit for their play. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna want a coach that's gonna like what Mike D'Antoni did for James Harden. When they look at that team, they're gonna get most of the credit. So I don't think it's either Steve Nash is a terrible coach for that team because he's gonna be too team oriented, or he's not. And I'm gonna go with he's not because they do have Mike D'Antoni as an assistant coach. Which, side note, I'm gonna give Wardus credit. You know what I'm saying? Mike D'Antoni's an assistant coach. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the shade room of the NBA, man. The NBA.
He's the shade room of the NBA.
I told y'all before, a couple days before, I think. He's gonna be the assistant coach and got hired.
I think in terms of the coaching system they're gonna run, I don't think it's gonna be like the fucking Warriors. I think it's more so gonna be like the 2018 Rockets type of shit.
yeah,
Bucketscenter, what's the best duo in the West right now?
LeBron and AD,
What's the best duo in the East right now?
KD and Kyrie.
Thank you.
No, that's false.
BSOLZ next top.
Wait. He
False.
said that's false.
Wait. That's
That's
false.
false.
Dom,
Yes,
what's the
that's
best duo
very
in the
false.
East?
I mean, if you're asking me, if you're asking me, and I'm gonna be
Tatum
straight
and
objective with
Jaylen
you.
Brown?
No, I'm really
and
gonna be
Tatum?
unbiased. No, I'm gonna be
Bam,
unbiased.
Adebayo.
What?
I'm gonna be unbiased here. I'm taking as a duo. Just being honest, okay? Just being
Iguodala.
honest. Not Iguodala, no.
Iggy and
I'm
Tyler
gonna take-
Hero.
I'm gonna take Jimmy and Bam.
Oh man,
I'm gonna take
That's a good duo.
Tatum and Kimba and Tatum and Brown. I'm gonna take John
Tatum and Hayward?
Bradley
I don't
Beal.
trust Kimba.
Oh, okay. No,
Okay,
you're bugging. John Wall. He couldn't even say that with a straight face, dog.
bro.
Come on, Dewey Dom.
I'm
What you
taking
doing?
I'm taking Giannis and Brook Lopez. I'm taking
Oh my god, bro.
Victor Oladipo and Aaron Holiday. I'm taking
Lonzo and
who else we
Ingram.
got? Nah, that's in the West, bro. I'm taking
Oh shit.
Laurie and Zach LaVine. Just make sure they don't
Are
have
you
the
being
same
serious
coach.
or no? Like,
I'm taking
like
Kevin Love.
Obviously not.
I'm about to say.
Obviously, they're the best duo in the East. Cool. Talent-wise, they're the best
Look,
duo in
he's
the East.
crying.
But I don't think they're going to produce as the best. I don't think they're going to produce well together. I don't know. I just don't trust them. I don't trust that duo. I don't think they're going to work together. I just don't see it working. I don't see those two play styles meshing. I don't see how they complement each other in any way on the court. I don't get it. I don't.
I think
And everyone's saying
some trouble at some point this season.
they're going to run into a lot of trouble. But everyone's defense for why this team is going to be great. Oh, it's KD and Kyrie. Like, yes, it's KD and fucking Kyrie. We've seen both of these players fucking shrink when the fucking light gets bright. They've shrunk. They've shown it.
We've also seen
they failed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We've seen him show up too, though.
Yeah, but
I mean,
name another duo.
I've seen Kyrie show up. I've seen Kyrie
show up on 2 separate
I've
teams
seen
before.
Kyrie show up.
Kyrie has literally a shot.
A shot.
And that shot meant more than
KD
every point
has a
Kevin
shot
Durant.
over LeBron.
2.
First of all, does that shot even matter?
Right?
One was a go ahead bucket. The other was just a nigga whatever. You're
Definitely take
4v1
and
4v1 4v1, bro.
And Kyrie.
Me.
I'm just saying.
Jaylen Brown had us.
Look, bro. All I'm saying
You are
is
the
this.
Stephen A. of this
If
shit.
you
This
look,
is fucking
if
ridiculous.
I'm just saying, if you
He
look
just
at the
hates
Nets
KD,
and you seriously think, oh, that's the favorite to come out the East.
It's the
You're
East. It's the East.
I'm more so mad you
Say
said John
it.
Wall and Bradley Beal.
It's the.
I think
it's
it was
the
joking
East.
away. He started laughing at you.
If you think they're the favorite to come out the East, you're mistaken. Like
I
you
might
are.
be. I might be.
Do
But
you
I think they're going to win a lot of
Kyrie,
games in the East. I think they are going to win a lot of games in the East. I'll say that.
Do you think Kyrie and KD function as a duo? Because I made this comparison too, very similar to Carmelo and Allen Iverson. Because I feel like Carmelo and AI offensively, like you looked at the numbers and they made it work, but because of how bad they were defensively, that's what really,
Is
know what I'm
KD bad
saying?
defensively?
After this Achilles, there's a good chance.
That we have to see. Yeah, I can see that, but we have to.
I'm still gonna go with he's not gonna be as good defensively, but
That's a safe. This is safe.
Carmelo and AI were a duo that made it work offensively when you looked at their individual stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you brought in Chauncey Billups, who may not be as great of an offensive player, that made the whole team offensively better.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Kyrie and KD function as a duo very similar to that?
Who would be the
I
Chauncey
believe
Billups
so.
of this team, though?
I don't think he's asking for somebody to be Chauncey Billups. I'm thinking he's referring to
I'm just
them
saying,
as
like, the comparison,
AI
like-
and Melo. And there is no Chauncey Billups on this. Who Spencer Dinwiddie? I don't fucking. There's no Chauncey Billups. Anyway, yes, I actually think it will be a lot like that duo in the aspect
I don't think
as they're going to put up numbers. They're going to get their numbers. Both of those guys are going to get their numbers. You're not denying them their numbers. But I don't think their numbers are going to contribute to them winning a championship, let alone making
I
out
still
the
got the
second
Lakers
fucking
favored
round.
to win this shit. I'm just saying.
I don't got them making out the second round. The second round is where they exit. Honestly,
Who do they lose to? The
You're-
Celtics?
they lose to a real team.
No, I'm saying, do they lose to the Celtics?
Whether it be the Celtics, the Heat, or maybe some unknown team that makes some crazy move that we didn't see coming because we don't see the future. Hey man, if the Knicks finally put it together, hey, maybe
Stop,
the Knicks.
stop,
but
stop.
they're-
BSOLZ next
Okay.
topic.
Listen,
BSOLZ.
the downfall to the Nets is going to be whether it's the Heat if they stay as connected
The
as they is,
downfall to the Nets is going to be themselves because they
a real team. It's going to be a real
no,
team.
it's going to be themselves. If they lose, it's themselves.
I think it will be
they're
themselves.
not going to get beat. They're going to beat themselves.
I think in terms of a duo, best case, this is gonna be like what Curry and KD would be like if they had their own team without
It's
Clay and
Kyrie
Draymond,
and
which I think is still a great. That's a great
You're
idea.
saying that like that's a lot.
Or they're gonna be AI and Carmelo, second round exits,
Which they will be.
I think they're going to care less about their stats and care more about winning. Once the season gets going, if they start having some problems, you know.
But
what I mean?
that's the same thing with Melo and AI. The reason AI wanted out of Philly was because he wanted superstar help. He got that in Melo, and Melo wanted superstar help as well, and he got that in AI. But in terms of a duo and how they worked on the court, it just didn't work out. You know, and they got the numbers.
Complement each other.
They got the numbers too.
Yeah, they got their numbers, but their games don't complement each other. What does AI do to make Melo better? Nothing. What does Melo do to make AI a better player? Nothing. All you do is provide a player to be on the court so you don't have to get double teamed. That's it. And if that's the only claim to fucking being a great teammate you have is, oh, now you can't be double teamed, that's going to get old quick. Very quick, especially with
But
how
couldn't-
great a lot of...
With that, couldn't you say the same thing with Shaq and Kobe though?
But Shaq and Kobe played one. They had a system that just benefited them, and they had guys they trusted. They were still a great team. They still had great role players.
So I'm saying,
but the system that Shaq and Kobe played complemented them as players. The triangle, it gave every player the equal amount of space they needed to make a play. The triangle system, that's what Jordan and Pippen fucking used. That's what Shaq and Kobe used. That's what Kobe and Powell used. It's a system to create space. That's what helps them. There's not a what system are you running to help Kevin Durant make Kyrie Irving better? What is Kevin Durant going to do to make Kyrie better? Tell me, Wordy, because you're the
How does Curry make Clay better?
Why do you answer my question with a question?
How does Curry?
Because you don't have an answer. Correct. There you go. So
you can't tell me how Curry makes Clay
because
better.
you can't answer my questions. There you
nothing.
go.
It's retarded. I'm not answering a retarded question. You know the answer to it.
No, you know the answer exactly. He doesn't do anything to make Kyrie better.
Their games are similar, but when you put them in the right system,
I feel like you said the system with Kobe and Shaq provided them space. But couldn't you say that let's just say they implement a system similar to how they did it with the 2018
nothing
Rockets.
but spacing. When you
with Harden and Chris Paul.
Coach, come on, bro.
With Harden and Chris Paul, where they ISO'd the fuck out of those two and just let them have the space, all the space in the world, pretty much. Couldn't you say the same thing with the Nets? And they also have, if your role players are Joe Harris, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, I think that's fair to say that those are pretty good role players. So again, with your argument with the Lakers, couldn't you say the same thing with the Nets?
No, I can't, because I don't know what system they're going to run. I don't know what they're going to do. It's fair to say now. Yes, it is fair to assume that they might try to run the damn Houston Rockets style offense, but it's also fair to say that they might not do that, and they might try to run more of a Warriors offense because Steve Nash came from that Warriors front office. And he played under Mike D'Antoni, so maybe he has his own take of what kind of offense he wants to run, and just wants D'Antoni to tweak that. Who knows what kind of offense they're going to run? If they have a system where it creates a ton of space and those two thrive, I have no problem saying I'm wrong, because I don't know what kind of system you will run for them. I don't know what you're going to do for them. I don't know what their team's going to look like. So I'm just going off what I do know, and what I do know is those two don't complement each other. You know what?
Okay,
you know
that's a better way to put it. That's a better way to, because I felt like you were just being a little too close-minded with this duo and this team. Before he said that.
If they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. There's definitely room to be proven wrong. If they develop
a lot of games, that's it.
50.
I don't give a damn about winning games. We're talking about them. We were talking about them being finals contenders. No one cares a fuck about games.
I think they are.
But you just led what you said with. I just think they're going to win a lot of games. Yeah, like we're talking about the Nets because we said, who do you have coming out of the East? We didn't give it. We don't care about winning a lot of games.
And I think it's the Nets.
And I think you're wrong. But hey,
and you think John Wall and Bradley Beal's more viable? So hey.
And I clearly said I was joking. But hey, man, you're right. To each his own. I prefer real basketball players. Some people prefer people with burner accounts.
Man, Mario.
We all got preferences.
All right, man. Do y'all got any more questions for my man Bucketscenter?
Do you listen? What kind of music you listen to, bro?
I saw BSOLZ posted on Twitter a couple days ago. I can't believe like people only listen to rap. That's literally me.
You only, bro. Okay, let's have this conversation, bro. I'm not gonna lie. let's get the viewers engaged.
Headass.
Yeah, so I tweeted out 2 days ago. It might have been yesterday. I was like, how do people listen to just rap? Because me, I listen to rap. I listen to a lot of rap. But I also listen to R&B. And that's the other one. How much more? I'm just saying I can't listen to just rap. I can't.
It's easy because rap is so diverse now. There's so many different genres of rap.
Low key. So.
I mean, rap turned into pop. It's turned
into rap.
It's turned into pop. It's turned into rock. It's turned into fucking reggae. It's all types of different rap sounds you have.
And Drake is probably the biggest proponent in that too.
But hey, culture vulture. It is what it is. But all I'm saying is, when there's so many different sounds and genres, it's easy to just stick with rap because you can hear different types of rap. Right. And I'm personally like that. I mean, I listen to everything.
Come at us.
I hear a couple good like country songs, and I'll be like, cool. I might hear a nice little rock guitar solo,
One or
and
two
I'm like,
country
cool.
songs.
Why are you lying?
You know,
right now?
I might smoke up and listen to some reggae and be like, cool. But for the most part, I'm listening to rap music, and no, not just promethazine. I listen to all types of shit. But hey,
Imagine I'm listening to Kenny Chesney in the car, bro.
Kenny Chess.
I can see.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly, that's country.
Okay, let me rephrase that tweet, because when I said that tweet, I was more so referring to people that listen to fucking NBA YoungBoy, Future,
Oh Lord,
and fucking like those people.
Low
24/7.
degenerates, you mean?
So
Degenerates?
so
Like trap.
so Bucketscenter, is that you, or do you listen to?
Is that you?
I don't listen to like just one type of rap. Like it's
Right.
pretty, it varies for sure. But yeah,
Right. Because obviously I know there's a difference between like J. Cole and Future. You know?
Who do you listen to that's not a trap artist?
I mean, I listen to like Lil Uzi. I listen to like Roddy Ricch, Drake, a little bit.
Lil Uzi's kind of trap.
Kendrick.
Roddy Ricch is
Like,
trap.
you're on Uzi?
He's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many subgenres in rap. It's like
He's a little emo.
I put him more so in like the Juice world, like,
Juice
Yeah.
WRLD's definitely emo.
but he still makes trap songs for the most part.
Trap emo. Listen to trap emo.
Trap emo. I don't know what to call it, but it's just so many
Trap
subgenres
emo.
now.
Trap,
So,
emo, rap,
Yeah.
emo.
You said Lil Uzi, and you said who else?
Roddy Ricch, Kendrick, Drake. I mean,
Kendrick
it's
and
just
Drake. I wouldn't count as trap.
Those are
Diverse.
unicorns, bro. I don't even count that. They're in their them
It's
as
just like-
artists are their own genre. That's how influential
Drake?
they are, in my opinion.
Drake is
Drake is a genre. Kendrick is low
Drake
key
is
a
pop,
genre.
just pop rap.
That's how I view it, because it's just so many subgenres now. It's like, man, you got niggas like Dom out here rapping, Mario, what I'm saying, Mario Judah. Shouts out to you, man.
He really rubbing that to the ground. He's really running that nickname to the ground, bro.
It's like he looks.
No one's gonna call him that.
He looks like Lizzo's brother, but he
Oh my
sounds
God.
like Miley Cyrus. Like, I don't get it. Like, there's so many subgenres in music. It's crazy, bro. But Dom's
Hey,
a great rapper, man. Great rapper.
Dom, he said you look like Lizzo's brother.
You meant Dom?
That's what he looks like, man. And I didn't even hear about him before that Rolling Loud performance. I just, when I seen him, I was like,
Oh, his song's been going crazy on TikTok, which is crazy.
Because he's a meme.
that's usually how it
He's
works.
blown up as a
Blows
meme.
up in TikTok, and then that's usually how it works. That's how 24K Golden kind of blew up, basically.
They said he's the first black person to say the N-word and make it sound racist.
I see.
From my nigga, from my nigga.
Jesus Christ. It's funny because
This
a lot
nigga
of
sound
people
like a
probably didn't even-
preacher. Like,
a lot of people didn't even realize who you were talking about this entire time, but because you did that, now they're going to piece it together.
from
Like,
my
oh, that
nigga.
guy.
I'm like, nigga, is this nigga serious, bro? I'm like, bro.
That's
And then
crazy.
there's this other dude. I forgot his name, bro. The
Rob
nigga with
Wade?
the squeaky voice. What's his name? I forgot.
Playboy Cardi.
That,
AR.
hold on, the
Cardi?
dude to be like,
Yes, that nigga.
that shit is so fucking hilarious and trash. It's funny.
DJ was capping his ass off. That nigga was like,
I don't know what-
This shit flames, bro. Yes, sir.
Like, how can you sit
Fucking
there
shit,
in a damn studio with a nigga and be like, all right, bro, go ahead and spit that shit. I got you, bro. I'm like, bro, what the? When I first heard it, I'm like, niggas is not serious. And then this nigga really had a good 4-song run, which is,
bro, he has 13 million views on that video,
what the
bro.
fuck? I'm like, but what is this?
Yo, that's wild, bro.
That's crazy, bro. TikTok views go crazy. I'm not gonna. Did you said 13 mil on TikTok?
He has 13 mil on that video that Dom was, or that song that Dom was just singing. Like 13 million on the video for it. I was like,
Bro, let me tell you, those TikTok views, I don't know if they're inflated or what, but holy shit, it is way too easy to get views on TikTok. Way too easy.
I'm saying. It's like, why is it so easy to monetize your shit and make money off?
Well, you know what it is.
Every social media.
It's not even
like effect.
It's not even monetizing. It is literally just the views. Like, it's insane.
Well, no, it's like Vine, because like a lot of the videos that are short, people just rewatch them, and them shits count as a view. So like that's probably what it is. It might not be inflation. It's just the people that are looking at it, they keep it like it's on repeat. It just keeps going. That's a lot of Viners got big because motherfuckers, the shit's 8 seconds, 7 seconds. And you gonna keep watching it again and again and again, running numbers up.
Yeah, it's just crazy because like their biggest content creator literally gets 10 million views a day, and she posts a day, like once a day, which is crazy. Compare that to PewDiePie, who's like the biggest, or even Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast gets what, like 30, 40 mil?
I've never heard Mr.
Who's Mr. Beast?
Y'all don't know Mr. Beast?
And y'all be on YouTube?
I'm not a no life on YouTube, man. I got a life.
Bro,
man.
Mr. Beast. Bro, Mr. Beast is the most generous. Bro, let me look him up. It's so much you can say about Mr. Beast,
yeah,
bro.
Who the fuck is
Mr. Beast is a real dude. Bro, this dude bought an entire car. He bought an entire car dealership and gave the cars away for free.
That's dope.
He be flying people out to his fucking studio and just giving out $10,000 or
money and stuff.
Like 2 choices.
But like, what does
he's
he
like
do?
that one that Arab dude that be going to like Jack in the Box with like celebrities and just giving them cash. That I forgot his name.
Not really.
Well, it's not.
But what's he
He is in the chat. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all niggas in the comments. Y'all know
That's what.
I forgot how we came. I forgot how we came up. But he's so big now to the point where all the money he makes, he just gives it away and gets more views.
This nigga get mad views.
And
so his content is.
Read off the views right now, bro. Read off the views on the last 5 videos. Just read them all.
22 mil, 18 mil, 24 mil, 31 mil, 23 mil.
And how long are the videos?
Like 10 minutes.
11 minutes, 14 minutes, 24 minutes, and that got 24 million views. And he streamed that.
Exactly.
31 mil. That's 10 minutes, and then a 2-minute video that got 23 mil.
Let's just he makes $6 every 1,000 views. That's a shit ton of money off of just YouTube, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Not even counting merch, not even counting Instagram or anything like that. That's insane. But
shout out to him, man, Mr. Beast. Now I know you.
I'm surprised motherfuckers didn't know who he was. I'm like, damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would I watch a video of a dude just giving away his money?
He didn't pop up in my recommended.
It's not about just watching him give away money. It's just all the stuff that he does and everything like that. He planted. How many trees did he plant at BSOLZ? Like
I don't want to watch a man plant trees.
Oh my god! And motherfuckers like you is why this country is going where it is now, Mr.
Who sits on the phone and watches another dude plant trees?
No, it's not about It's not about watching the video. It's the content that he makes. Is what he's doing on a consistent basis.
I'm talking about his content. I don't give a shit about him playing trees.
That's the thing.
Why do people watch his videos?
Content,
I'm saying
the content is just because of how genuine of a guy he is and just what he's doing.
I don't care how genuine a guy is. If his videos are boring, I'm not gonna watch it.
They're not boring though.
But what are they? That's what I'm saying. No one's told me yet.
What's his video? Did you look up his channel?
I looked it up, and the first video I saw was building the tallest Lego tower.
That doesn't sound like this shit doesn't sound interesting to you.
Building the tallest Lego tower.
I'm not a kid, so
I survived.
Okay, I'll give you
ice.
I understand what you mean.
24 hours straight in ice. See, that's just clickbait. I'm not
the crazy part about it is PewDiePie has 107 million subs.
Waste my time.
And Mr. Beast has 45 million subs, but PewDiePie only gets like 3 million views. And this man has like half the subs, but he gets twice the views.
But he's way hotter than PewDiePie right now. Like, think about how long PewDiePie has been around.
I don't
and
watch
to just
PewDiePie.
and
but at least he does.
You gotta think about. But think about how fucking big you got to be to consistently get 3 to 4 million views, and that's light for you. Like that's insane to think about itself.
107 million subs.
That's like for him. That's like falling off, and he's just like them YouTubers who like they were popping and then they fall off, so now they average on like 50,000 views on their videos. That's what he's doing now. That's his 50,000 views, 3 mil.
Is PewDiePie not popular anymore? I never really watched.
PewDiePie has publicly made clear that he's not even going after like more subs at this point. He's content with what he has.
He's 170.
And he's just making. And he's just making content whatever the fuck he wants and getting a guaranteed 1 mil, 2 mil views off of
2
it,
mil.
which is the
He
dream.
started off video
which is
games,
literally any YouTuber's dream.
Yeah.
Literally anyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 4 mil, 3 mil, 3, 4, 5.
That's crazy,
4.
bro.
shit's
Yeah,
crazy.
shout out Mr.
Man.
B. Shout out PewDiePie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man,
All right,
shout
man.
out Mario Judah again, man.
Oh my god.
My
All right,
nigga, fuck you, know where you're from, my nigga.
All right, man. Do y'all have any more topics y'all want to talk? We're approaching 2 hours, low key, but
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Bucketscenter, who you
I ain't
think
got
had
nothing.
album of the year this year?
Album of the year.
Man, I have
In your opinion,
no,
like it doesn't have to be like who sold the most. It's just
he be hard in
think-
he be asking the hard hitting questions, doesn't he?
I wouldn't say album of the year, but I like the 21 Savage album. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dope. Can I?
I don't know, bro.
go ahead, Dom. Go ahead. I know you want to say something.
I just want to say, Hip Hop Awards. If anyone that has anything to
about
do with
that.
that sees this,
What's Hip Hop Awards?
I forgot about.
oh my god,
Is that
it just shows you how rigged this system is,
Marcus
and how
Stallion.
like, bro, they gave Meg Thee Stallion every fucking award for being shot in the foot.
if she
don't
was even shot in the
understand.
foot, which is
I don't
You know, it's crazy.
understand, bro.
that's the industry, Dom.
Literally, they gave her awards she clearly didn't fucking deserve just because of the Tory situation, which is them doubling down on being on her side because they blackballed my nigga Tory when he dropped his album. No one let this nigga go on the fucking presser tour. This shit's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. It just shows you how they treat us men in this world.
Black
you
men.
know, it's crazy. This PC culture, everyone's talking about equality, but no, it's crazy how equality means demoralizing men. That's equality? Making us lesser? That's equality?
I'm not that
These
upset about the
random
Hip Hop
man.
Awards.
It's equality.
I'm just here so I don't
2020.
get fined.
If you don't like the Hip Hop Awards, just don't watch them. I couldn't tell you who won Album of the Year last year.
People
Going
watch
to
them for the
Grammys.
performances.
I
They
don't
don't
know.
really care about the awards like that.
I'm
they watch
just
them for
saying the
performance.
fact that they gave this motherfucker Artist of the Year when, let's be honest,
Artist of the
what
Year.
song did this motherfucker drop that was really worth
Like
giving?
2020?
classy,
Like, come on, bro.
Trash.
They gave her
Nigga.
biggest hustler. They gave her hustler of the
Trash.
year, and this bitch legit.
fuck
does that
won
even
the
mean?
year.
Did any other hip hop artists pop off more than Meg this year?
Yes.
baby.
Pop off more than
Both
Baby?
of both
Lil-
both of the
both
babies. Excuse
I
me,
would say
both of
babies
them,
popped off
but
more than
especially
Baby.
Lil Baby.
Their numbers were way better than
What?
those numbers. Outside of Meg's song with Beyonce, because it's fucking
I don't even like Lil
Beyonce.
Baby, bro. I don't even
Her
like
numbers
Lil Baby.
aren't like that. Meg's numbers aren't
not.
like that compared to them.
How you
Travis
get
Scott
a number one
bro.
single after the Tory shit, and then you get nominated for all
Jack
of the
Boys
awards?
alone has done better than anything Megan's dropped. Come on, bro.
Jack Boys
Come
was
on, bro.
2019.
That came out in December.
No,
Man, all I
came
know
out
is
the
I know a
that
lot
came out
of
the very beginning
I just know a
2020.
lot of hit songs with Megan in it. That's
I
all
only
I
Like
know
what?
know.
How many hit songs do you know
A
about
lot
Megan,
of
bro?
them.
From this year.
I don't know the names,
Meg
but
has 2 songs,
WAP?
you just-
Savage
WAP,
WAP,
and
Savage?
WAP, nigga,
that's 2.
and that is it.
the one with the baby.
Stop.
The one with the baby.
What year was that? Wasn't even this year. What year was that?
It was this year.
That
bro.
wasn't even this year.
That wasn't this
Look
year.
it
That
up.
was like 2019.
Let me look at Meg's discography.
That wasn't this year.
2019
Yeah.
was the baby's year. So
Did anyone actually listen to WAP, or was it just big for like a couple weeks and then?
we were
Only
force
females listen to
fed
it.
that song. No one liked that song. We were force fed that song everywhere, on the timeline, radio, TikTok, everywhere, bro.
I honestly haven't heard it outside of the 2 weeks after it came out. I've not
Shout
heard
out to
the song.
Offset for exposing Cardi B for actually cleaning the room. You know what I'm saying? You know these bitches fake. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that word.
Cleaning the room.
I don't know what that means.
Go type in
I don't know what
Offset
that
Cardi B.
I don't care.
Sweeping. If you care enough, you know.
I don't care.
But man, the baby got nominated 12 times, didn't win one. Meg Thee Stallion swept the awards. It's bullshit, bro.
I don't
you
think
could
he's
always
losing
just
sleep.
not care about the awards in that way.
I just
I'm saying
I just
the
expect
baby
more about
literally
the
the
principle.
baby literally made a post and he was like, I lost 12 awards, but I made 4 mil today. I'm losing sleep.
Thank you.
That's true.
And with
They
mindsets
pick
like
the winners
this,
of the awards for the attention, and y'all are getting upset. That's exactly what they're looking for.
I know the politics behind the awards.
I'm sorry.
It's not like I'm watching the awards, especially with this whole.
I definitely wasn't watching the
It's
awards
like
show.
getting
I
pissed
heard
over
what
six
I-
man of the year, bro.
Like,
the only
none
ones
of
I
these
look at
performances are in
are the
front of
Grammys.
audiences. They're all.
But even then, I
virus.
don't care.
I would be
You wanna
mad
say-
if they
you
gave
wanna say
somebody
Corona?
6 man
You
of the
can't say
year
that word.
just for.
virus.
Oh man, you know what? He's 6 man of the year because he's on the Knicks. I'd be like, nigga, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. I mean, no one cares about 6 man of the year, but
Fair.
because he's on the Knicks, that's why he's 6 man of the year. Even though he was ass. Okay, cool. Fuck these awards. That means no award means
If you're not
anything.
if you're not starting and you're on the Knicks, you shouldn't be getting any award.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just expected more from the BT Hip Hop Awards. Maybe not the BT Awards, but the Hip Hop Awards. Yeah, I expect a little bit more.
I don't even know what that is. I never even heard of that.
Entertainment,
BSOLZ.
TV,
Next
I
topic.
think
BSOLZ.
television.
BSOLZ.
I don't got no more topics.
There's no more topics.
It's a joke, guy. It's a joke.
I mean, do y'all have anything else to talk about?
Wrap it up like a condom.
We gonna wrap it up like a condom.
Shouts out to Center of Buckets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Bucketscenter.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Bucketscenter for coming through. Sorry,
I'm your
you got a
biggest
little
fan.
ranty. You got a
Sorry,
little
we
ranty at the
I'm your
beginning.
biggest fan.
Sorry, it took us 30 minutes to be ready. Well, not us.
I'm sorry. I
Somebody.
want to say I apologize, guys. I'm actually at Young Mustard's house right now.
Is he still there? Shout out Mustard.
Yes, he's downstairs yelling like a true Nigerian does.
I don't know.
But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my niggas in the chat. It's your boy Alex Wardu the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start my outros. You know what I'm saying? Follow the
What is
Let's Keep It
Bucketscenter
a Buck.
outros?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Bucketscenter, you can go ahead. I'll be nice. Because it's my guy. He's a Laker fan too. So courtesy,
my
Big
God,
17.
bro.
Go ahead,
Bro, I
17.
literally said, yo, Bucketscenter. Shout out to Bucketscenter. And the word
I guess I'll do my outro.
All right, man. Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's a pleasure to be on, man. Follow me at Instagram at Bucketscenter, at Bucketscenter1 on Twitter, and at Buckets Rants on TikTok, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Especially the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? That's a
Brand
strong
new.
platform.
You could be
Yes,
one of his
sir.
first 1,000. Think about that. You could be one of his first 1,000 subscribers before you pop
Justin,
off.
will you? Justin, will you?
I don't.
You got a TikTok,
I don't have
right?
TikTok, so no, I won't.
Cap.
But
Cap.
you could be.
I already am.
Oh, I'm
I
not you.
already
I'm
am.
pointing
Yeah,
at the
fuck you.
audience. Not you.
Bro, you literally pointing at me.
No, I'm pointing at the camera.
He said you literally pointing at me.
All right. Okay, Wardu, it is now your turn.
Why does LaBouffe look like a warden right now with these glasses on?
Reporting for booty. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, all right, man.
too
You know what I'm
late.
saying? It's your boy, Alex Wardu, a.k.a. Wardu the Dude. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Wardu the Dude. Follow me on SoundCloud, Alex Wardu. Follow the Discord and the TikTok, Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. It'll be in the description down below. And Big 17, shouts out to Mario Judah. You know what I'm saying? Suki Hana. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, holy
Rolling
shit.
Loud. That shit was actually pretty, you know what I'm saying? It was all right.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, Dom, go ahead, bro.
People, I'm so sorry that you have to sit here and listen to that. But shout out my boy Bucketscenter, you know, Big 17 already. Lakers are champions. Champ, Big 17, champ, you already know. Follow me on Twitter at Down Church. Is it Down Church 1? Down Church? I don't even know what
You
the
have
point,
two
man.
Twitters, by the way.
Honestly. Bro, I have like 8 Twitters. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Making fun of
It's a lot
KD for
Twitters
having
out there.
burner accounts. This man's got 8 Twitters.
That's what
I
I'm
don't even
saying.
log into
You hear
them.
They're not
First of
burners,
all,
though.
They're not
What's his name on
First
it?
of all,
They're just
I don't got
all
burners, nigga. Listen, both accounts I use right now got 2 fat ass pictures of me. My God, like it's all my
That
stuff.
same video
Matter of fact,
of you,
go,
like,
go
suplexing a nigga.
that I've been showing for the past 5 years. Yeah,
5 years.
5 years.
That's a classic, bro. I bring up that tape of me crossing up my middle school teacher like every year. Once
That
a
shit
year.
was so funny.
Wait,
I never
Bro, that
seen
shit got like
I
2,000.
had never seen that until
2,000
this year.
likes. That's crazy. It's on YouTube, bro. It's public record.
Who was that? Oh, wait, I didn't go to your middle school. Never mind.
Yeah. that was
LaBouffe in
before I
the
moved.
booth.
LaBouffe,
Kung
my
Fu
outro.
Panda. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Shouts out to Mario Judah. My nigga. You know where you're from, my
Oh
nigga.
my God.
Yes,
We're
sir.
done. Wrap it up.
Good
Shout out to
pod. You know what I'm
Bucketscenter.
saying?
Subscribe to
Center
the YouTube.
Buckets.
Keep it a buck pocket. We're at
Sir.
2.5 now.
2.5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so
In a
much.
long
You know what I'm
way.
saying? Almost at 3K. You know what I'm saying?
What's the
Appreciate it.
gematria saying? 2.5.
Gematria says 3K by the end of the year. For sure. For sure. That's not even really
That's
bold. We
crazy.
could do that. We could do that in November, really.
It is November.
All right. All right, man. We'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
I'm playmaker free. Yes, sir. All right. Peace out.